Today, we got some exciting new details about the upcoming Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE, Samsung's first ever fan edition foldable phone. As we get closer to the next Unpacked event, things are starting to shape up, and we got some interesting theories and leaks to talk about. So according to a new report from Korea, Samsung is gearing up for the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE production, and there are some intriguing details about initial production numbers, possible chipsets, and even a brand new color. Let's dive in. First off, it looks like Samsung is planning to produce around 240,000 units of the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and 170,000 units of the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE in the second quarter of the year. Production is expected to begin next month, so things are moving fast. If these numbers are accurate, it looks like Samsung expects the standard Flip 7 to be the bigger seller in their foldable lineup, but they're still giving the Z Flip 7 FE a strong push. Interestingly, the initial production run for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Key 2 is set to be 160,000 units, meaning that Samsung could actually produce more Z Flip 7 FE units than Z Fold 7 units initially. It's also worth noting that the Z Fold 7 will reportedly be available in 4 colors, but the report hints at a new color that could be introduced at Unpacked, Coral Red. This color is expected to be similar to what we saw with the Galaxy S25, so it could be a pretty exciting addition. But here's the twist. It's unclear if this coral red color will be for the Z Flip 7 FE, or possibly a different device. Speaking of colors, Samsung hasn't released a red flip phone since the Galaxy Z Flip 4 Bespoke Edition, which was only available in a limited number of markets, so this could be a big deal. Now onto the chipset side of things, there's still a lot of uncertainty. Samsung hasn't officially decided if they'll use the Exynos 2500 chip in the Galaxy Z Flip 7 series. The report suggests that Samsung is seriously considering using the Exynos 2500 chip exclusively for the foldable lineup this year, instead of the usual split between Exynos and Qualcomm chips. This could be a game changer for Samsung's future chips. If they go ahead with the Exynos 2500, it could set the stage for the Exynos 2600. Which could be the next big chipset from Samsung in 2026. However, the Z Flip 6 still uses the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip from Qualcomm, so it will be interesting to see if Samsung breaks tradition with the Z Flip 7 series. This is definitely one of the most interesting rumors to keep an eye on, as it could really change how Samsung approaches its foldable phones moving forward. So what do you think? Are you excited for the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE? And what about that coral red color? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Today, we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, which is still a few months away from launch, but leaks about the foldable have already started pouring in. A recent leak from PandaFlash Pro 1X has given us some exciting details about the Z Flip 7, hinting at several key design upgrades that could make it one of the best foldable phones yet. First up, the Z Flip 7 may feature a stronger hinge thanks to a redesigned internal structure, which could lead to better durability. That's a big plus, especially for foldable phones where hinge durability is crucial. On top of that, Samsung is reportedly working on a less visible crease and a completely new flexible glass that could help them catch up with competitors who've already minimized creases in their displays. Other rumored improvements include higher display efficiency for a better viewing experience, a larger vapor chamber for better heat dissipation, keeping the phone cooler during heavy usage, the next generation of the Pro Visual engine for improved visuals, slightly faster charging speeds, though it will still be limited to 25W. A thinner body, making it more compact than the Z Flip 6, which is 6.9mm when unfolded. Speaking of slim designs, with the OnePlus Open 2 expected to be just 4mm thick, Samsung could be aiming to make the Z Flip 7 even slimmer to stay competitive in the foldable space. As the launch date gets closer, we'll likely hear more details about the Z Flip 7, so stay tuned for the latest updates. What do you think about these rumored upgrades? Do you think the Z Flip 7 will be the best foldable yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Samsung is reportedly gearing up to make some exciting updates to its foldables in 2025. The Galaxy Z Flip 6 didn't bring many changes compared to its predecessor, and the overall experience felt pretty similar despite the higher price tag. However, according to display expert Ross Young, Samsung is planning to shake things up next year, particularly with the Galaxy Z Flip 7. Display upgrades. The big news is that the Z Flip 7 could see some major display upgrades. The internal screen is expected to grow from 6.7 inches to 6.85 inches, while the outer screen would also expand to around 4 inches. This change would bring the Z Flip 7's outer display closer to the one found on the Motorola Razr Plus, offering a more spacious experience. The larger screens would also allow room for a bigger battery, providing improved battery life. The larger cover screen would give users a more familiar full-screen experience when the phone is folded, reducing that cramped feeling. While it's still unclear whether Samsung will allow full app use on the cover screen or if they'll limit it to widgets, the change is definitely a step forward for the foldable line.